Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, we had a discussion at morning tea time, and the honourable member doesn't want to ask about TELS, because I did ask him what exactly he wanted to know, and as he indicated, he wants to know about the recent publicity surrounding the toppers issue, which we had resolved. Mr. Speaker, sir, as the honourable member is aware, and was widely reported in the media, that there was some, unfortunately, miscommunication by the TSLB management in respect of the administration of the toppers scheme. And fundamentally, just to highlight some of the key issues, because we have to also look at it from a legal perspective, that when a topper has to maintain a grade or a GPA of 3. If a topper goes below that, the topper is then put on a notice to say you're going below 3, please perform well, otherwise you'll be suspended. And if they don't perform, then they're suspended. When they're suspended, then they go on to TELS. If they perform and they're on TELS, they can come back to toppers. So the manner in which the notice was given to the individuals, the notice was actually not given to the individual students. The management of TSLB did like a blast message. And what we said, it was administratively unfair to do a blast message. So, if out of all of you, if 4 or 5 of you don't perform well, we should, contact you individually. And that is the main issue, Mr. Speaker, sir. Because some of the students argued, and perhaps not necessarily appropriately, but they said if we had been given individual notices, we would have performed better. So that's why we said that anybody that was suspended as a result of being given a blast message, they no longer will be suspended. They'll be given the opportunity to carry on, and all these toppers will be given the opportunity to individually liaise with the management team. So that was one particular issue itself. The other issue, Mr. Speaker, sir, just as an aside that in fact emerged, is that the 2 universities in particular have different GPA system. So for example, the GPA in USP's maximum is 4.5, whereas FNU's maximum is 5. So if you say 3 is applicable to everybody, then those whose maximum GPA is 5, obviously in a way is benefiting. So that's one of the issues we've actually asked the board of TSLB to look at how we can bring about some equity or level playing field in that respect. So Mr. Speaker, sir, they were the sort of key issues, and I'd like to thank, of course, the new board. There's a new TSLB board. For their cooperation. They met up with the students also. They've also asked the management to carry out some new changes. We also found that just in the recent past, the TSLB management had not necessarily applied all the contracts equally, because when you're a topper, you actually sign a contract. And the contract does say that if you get suspended as a topper, you are entitled to TELS. So it still gets paid for, but it's by way of a loan. If you're a topper, you don't pay back anything. You simply have to work in Fiji for a particular period of time. You don't even have to work for government. You can work anywhere else. As long as you work in Fiji, you're contributing to your country. So we found a couple of cases where the TSLB management, Mr. Speaker, sir, had not applied the contract correctly. So that's also been rectified. That particular issue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.